It's good. I mean, it's good to try and prepare us in any way we can for the noise that's going to be an away game at Mississippi State. We won't really know what it's like until we're actually in the moment. So, I mean, we can't wait to actually hear it live and in person, and we're just doing anything we can to try and put ourselves in that situation before we actually get there.
And then, with that, how for today, how was the communication with your O line, the receivers, and in the midst of all that? Do you feel like it was pretty strong today?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's always pretty good. We don't have too much conversation going on between us. I try and tell them to play or whatever, and then they'll make their calls. And then if something needs to be checked or whatever, then that'll happen. But communication was all right. Nothing major, but we'll see.
How jarring was it to kind of hear that noise? Obviously, you may hear the crowd noise, but the cowbells, like how jarring is that sound being out there?
I mean, I don't really know like what they try and simulate out there. It's to be honest, it's not that much. Like I can still communicate just fine. But whenever we're at Mississippi State, I guess I'll have to see what that noise and that atmosphere is like. So I can't really tell right now. But out there, they're just trying to get a look. But
Was
it's
it was it just different? Because I mean, your crowd noise pumped in, but like cowbell noise, have you ever heard the cowbell noise pumped into a practice before?
no, I haven't. But my grandpa used to, ring a cowbell at my games, so I'm kind of used to that little bell sound.
So just looking at you know, all the coaching staff has talked about the receivers there and the many guys that you're able to go through. How does that help you as a quarterback knowing the different progressions you're going to have and basically your entire receiver lineup and do just as good as a job as the next guy?
I mean, like I said in the past, I just have faith in all of my receivers. We have 7 or 8 guys in the rotation, and just knowing I can spread the ball around, that puts me at ease. I guess I would say, just because I'm not favoring anyone, and Coach Cramsey will just call plays that I just read out, and I'm not trying to get the ball to a certain receiver. I'm just going to go through my progression or whatever the situation may be, and then try and execute the play and get the ball to whoever it may be. It doesn't matter if he's the X or the Z or the Y.
And then I talked to Doctor. He talked about just the implement, as a running back, being able to be in the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
How beneficial is that knowing you have running backs who can also catch the ball out of the backfield and so on.
Yeah, I mean, Ducker, Brandon Thomas has worked on his hands a lot this offseason. Asa can catch the ball pretty well out of the backfield, and that just adds a dimension to our offense. Being able to be in like 500 protection and have the back out or going into empty, things like that. Just knowing that our running backs can catch and run the ball, motion them to the backfield or things of that nature, just whatever it may be. Adding that element is just, another addition to try and be a complete offense, I guess I would say.
How have you and Brandon kind of encouraged each other? Obviously, you played a lot of ball last year together, but how have you guys just tried to encourage each other from the positives, maybe overcoming some of the mistakes to like get more chemistry and comfort now in your second year, you know, at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I have full faith in Brandon. He's my guy. We have a pretty good relationship off the field as well, and in my opinion, that's a big factor. I'm going to try and get the ball to my guys and the people that I have a good relationship with, and just being able to grow with him. That's going to be great for the future of this program too. Coming into our second season together. I mean, it's only up from here, in my opinion.
Do you see a difference just in his confidence now? He's kind of put some of those mistakes from last year behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's healthy. That's the main factor, in my opinion. A healthy Brandon is, one of the top backs in the country, in my opinion. I may be biased though, but just trying to get the ball in his hands. He's a playmaker for us. It's just simple as that. Just trying to get the ball to him because he's going to do good for our team.
Does Ramsey give you the freedom to change a play if you see something maybe once you get to the line?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of been in our offense, the Memphis offense, for a while. So, I mean, yeah, but it's not a regular occurrence, I guess I would say.
On top of being the season opener, it's at Mississippi State, right? And then we all know how Mississippi State went last season. Is there any added anticipation with how it happened, how it ended, and then everything that kind of followed on social media after? Is there any added anticipation for you guys coming into this game against Mississippi State, or is it just another game for the schedule?
I mean, first game of the season, obviously, we want to start off on the right foot. And obviously, in my mind, I feel like they're going to, want to get us back for last season and how everything played out. So obviously, any game, everyone's going to try their best to win, but especially the first game, they're playing us at home. they feel like, you know, they should get us back for what happened last year. So we need to have the right mindset going into that and just try and execute.
What is that right mindset? Because obviously it is the first game, it is a familiar opponent, but what is that mindset facing a Mississippi State team again for the second time in a row?
I mean, I can't really speak for anyone else, but I mean, for myself, just making sure that we spend a lot of time at the facility, meeting with our coaches, making sure we know the game plan, and then at practice, executing. I mean, there's nothing much more that you can do besides trying to execute at practice and then have that, you know, relay into the actual game time. And I mean, just preparing and not overhyping it, I guess I would say, just trying to stay in the moment and just realize it's a football game. You know, there may be whatever 60,000, however many people are in the crowd, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just 11 on 11 on the turf. You know, there may be bells ringing, but you still got to go through your reads and do your job.
Does it help for you because you played at big games when you were in high school? You kind of lean on that, kind of expecting kind of what that might be like.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'd say it related to me. Even going back to last year, you know, my junior year of high school state championship game. That's the main one that I think of. That was one of the bigger games I played in. And then even last year in college, big games that I played in, I would just relate back to that because they kind of felt the same, to be honest.
At this time last year, going into week one, true freshmen hadn't played a college football yet. Now you know a year under your belt. Do you feel even more of a comfortability, or are there any difference in terms of just the anticipation from your first year to this year, knowing you've already played a season?
I mean, I guess you could say that I'm just trying to take it week by week, day by day. You know, the team we have around us is different from last year, and I'm a different player from last year, and all those type of things factor into the success of a team. So I'm just trying to motivate my teammates and just trying to get us on the right track and make sure that I'm on top of my stuff so that we're all good to go as offense.
Thanks, Seth.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you.